Guys, hello everyone! 98% of people have a growing toy. It's meaning that if we take it, throw it into the water, it's gonna grow in about 48 hours and increase size by several times. Then we take it and throw it away. Here, I don't know how to play with it anymore. In short, it doesn't matter. We thought we can make an aquarium and throw 1,000 growing toys in it, but it's not interesting. And we thought again, what if we take 1,000 growing toys? And that's where we got the idea. How much water will 1,000 growing toys absorb? That's more interesting, and this will be today's video. And here, actually, our growing toys are exactly 1,000 pieces. Let's take some toys, for example. Let there be a crayfish and see what it looks like. It feels like it's just a little dense. According to the manufacturer, the toy will increase by 600%, that is in 6 times. So just so you get it, the length of our toys ranges from 3.5 to 5 centimeters. Specifically, this crayfish is about 4 centimeters long, and only the creator knows how much it will actually be to increase, because 600%, that is 6 times, I hardly believe in it. This is something very dense and something very weird. And since we don't want to find out how much these toys will be able to absorb water, we'll just put a special mark on the aquarium. Each mark is plus 5 liters, and the aquarium holds 175 liters in total. In general, anything can happen. Toys can grow so much it will be simply crush the aquarium. It may happen that it'll go over the top. It may not grow at all. This is the most unpredictable experiment, and this makes it even more interesting. Pour water into our aquarium, exactly 150 liters, did not pour anymore because it's not known how toys will exactly add either, and I think that should be enough. Now let's unpack our toys. That's what 1,000 toys look like, guys. That's how much space they take up in a regular bucket. Now let's put them in our aquarium. It's not rated on the package how long you actually need to keep them in the water for. The seller just said it for about a day, or it said it internet it's best to wait 48 hours, that is 2 days. Actually, this is what we'll do. We'll only wait and watch. While our toys are bubbling and having fun in the jacuzzi, I propose to conduct the following experiment. Have you ever thought about what the water absorbs better? There are most basic answers like rice will absorb water, there's some cat fillers, something else, but there are no specifics. Let's find out, and I invite the first 3 participants. Now the first 3 items are baby diapers, dish sponges, and cat litter. All of them absorb water perfectly, but here's the question, which one's better? We will pour exactly 1 liter of water into each container. The first item will start with our baby diapers. In order to make it for us to later calculate how much something is needed to absorb a water 1 liter, we'll use everything in the amount of 1 piece. That is, we open 1 diaper and we'll take the filler out. It's ready. That's the amount of filler in 1 diaper. We'll throw the filler from the 1 diaper away. As you guys can see, this is not a lot. By the way, those who didn't know, you can make this little fish know from a diaper. Well, like. Now carefully take out the contents of the diaper without water. Now let's remove the excess water. So, it seems to be ready. Awesome! It looks like it was going down like that. I didn't even notice. Listen, 1 diaper has sucked out a good amount of water. Let's pour it into the measuring cup and see how much it absorbed. 750 milliliters? It turns out that one diaper absorbs 750 milliliters of water. How much do children drink water? Any kind of liquid that makes such diapers? I think that the second diaper will get everything now for sure. We throw in the second diaper. Check this out. Just so you understand that. That's it. Like this, not a single drop. 2 diapers can easily absorb 1 liter of water. The next thing are dish sponges. The technology with sponges is very simple. We take a sponge, throw it into the container with water, wait until the water is absorbent to our sponge as much as possible, then lift the sponge, wait until the excess water drains, and so on until the water is absorbed. Sponge number 1. Oh, here. Has it absorbed perfectly like that? Oh no.
Just pour it out of the glass hand.
Well, I think it's the 17th. It's dry.
It's even creaking.
Exactly 70 sponges are needed in order to absorb 1 liter of water. The next item is cat filler. Since the cat filler comes in granules like this, of course we will not throw in one piece at a time, we just absorb the amount of water we need. We'll start with 100 grams. It sounds strange, yeah? 100 grams. In my opinion, nothing changed.
If something has changed is the smell. It began to smell delicious.
It says here on the package that it's instant absorption, so I think there's no point in waiting. Let's do it right away.
In my opinion, this cat doesn't like what we're doing.
He doesn't like us going through this tray. Let's take a measuring cup now, pour our water carefully through a strainer.
Well,
It turns out that 100 grams of filler absorbs a little more than 100 milliliters of water, about 120. Let's take it now so as not to be mistaken, half a kilogram. Let's see how much it will serve now. About 310 milliliters. It turns out that 600 grams of filler absorbs 690 milliliters of water. Do you know what that means? This means that we need to move on. I think you can see how there's literally a drop of water left. It turns out that 900 grams of silic gel filler is needed to absorb 1 liter of water. I think that diapers have well absorbed the victory in the first round. They absorbed water as quickly as possible and we only needed 2 pieces. I think it's time to see what's going on with our growing toys. It's been exactly 24 hours since we threw these toys into the aquarium. I'm sure that even through the camera you can visually see that they actually become very large. The most important thing is that I have such a crayfish in its initial size. I propose to catch the same crayfish of the same color and compare it to see what happens to it in 24 hours. The water's cold, damn. They're so so strange. So strange to even touch them. This is how the crayfish looked like before putting it in water. Its length is about 4 centimeters and 2 milliliters. And this is what the crayfish looks like after 24 hours in the water. Its length is already about 6.5 centimeters. Purely by feeling and visually, this crayfish has to serve a lot of water. So far, it's increased by size for about 3 times, and it should increase by 6. So, you go to the pocket and you're going home. You need to grow. So far, the water has not gone anywhere. The level has slightly risen, but this is due to the fact that we placed toys there. And the speed at which they grow, it says that only they love water very much, they just observe it. I'm sure that the toys will be huge, and most importantly, that 1,000 toys will suck up a lot of water. I'm just afraid to even guess what the number will be. You can write in the comments what your thoughts are right now. Well, I'll leave the aquarium for another 24 hours. Unfortunately, for you, it will pass like in a second, and I have to wait. Well, finally, the second 3 items. This is a rag, some sawdust, and the most interesting, this is rice. Everyone has heard of this rice, observes very well 100%. Well, they say that you can put the rice on your phone so that supposedly, so that what?
Soaks out all the water.
Soaks out all the water. We take the first rag and put it here. It's clear that the excess water does not drain. Exactly 7 rags are needed in order to absorb 1 liter of water. The following is sawdust. The most difficult one. Now, I don't even know how to do this. Most likely, we'll observe it by grams. This will be insane. We're just stuck here like forever. This is 2 grams.
This is 2 grams.
Awesome. Exactly 30 grams. Since sawdust is very airy and it compacts almost the entire container, there are only 30 grams. It is by 30 grams they will be going. It's turned into wooded water. Of course, I'm not an expert, but it seems to me that you can safely put another 30 grams here.
Oh.
30 grams. Now, something interesting is actually happening. A little less than 700 milliliters of water. Listen, it turns out that 60 grams of sawdust absorbs as much as 300 milliliters of water. I did everything as directly as possible. This excess water is all gone. I think this is really cool. Let's see what happens next. 90, 120. Milliliters of water. I just don't get anything at all. I'm serving 60 grams of sawdust and absorbs 300 milliliters of water. The second portion is 60 grams of sawdust, absorbed 400 milliliters of water. What the hell? I can't figure it out. Have I played all the lives to fix it or what? Like what? Write in the comments. 150, 180. Some drops left, but actually that's it. As a result, guys, 180 grams of sawdust could easily absorb 1 liter of water. It's very cool. And finally, rice. With rice, everything's much more complicated. Now I'll show you why. It's all because rice does not absorb water. We took about 900 grams of rice, and 900 grams have absorbed only 150 liters of water. This is not a lot. You need a lot more rice to absorb 1 liter. Actually, of course, I thought that rice pulls moistures out of phones. It's some kind of nonsense. In my opinion, it's fake information. You know what's much better than rice? It's free and it's right under your nose. It's not daddy's mustache, it's no. $120 of packed snow. Ugh, faster. The most important thing is to pull out the snow as soon as possible. Otherwise, it will melt and the water will only be added there. To absorb 1 liter of water, you only need 1 kilogram and 426 grams of snow. This is very ironic because, in fact, we absorb water with water. Now, on your screen, you can see how the table participants from the first place to the last one. I don't know how this information will be useful to you, but I really hope that someday it'll be asked and you'll be able to answer. It's gonna be really cool. Well, let's go on to our next experiment. $48 hours. 48 hours later, you know, sometimes I even envy you that you're on the other side of the screen because this is very fleeting for you. Well, we'll just have to wait. Listen, they've grown pretty well. They're growing by leaps and bounds. So, let's catch our green crayfish and compare it with our initial crayfish. It feels like it's just soaked. As if this rubber is very unreliable right now, you know? As I can say, it easily tear it off. A very strange toy. I don't know how to play with it. It's even impossible for it to be played with. So, as you remember, the initial crayfish was 4 centimeters and 2 millimeters. Let's measure this one. So straighten your back. There, so. 7.5 centimeters. Purely visual, the crayfish from the original size has increased by 5 times, with the stretch 6 times, so in general, the manufacturer's not lying. But we're not interested in the toys themselves, but how much water they can actually absorb. Squeezing out every toy, it looks like it's not as possible, but it's probably impossible. Therefore, the most reasonable option is to pull out everything out of the aquarium. By the way, I want immediately to answer a possible question in the comments about the evaporation of water. It's very cold in the hangar. The water is very cold. The evaporation of water is minimal now. In addition, there's a video on YouTube, the time lapse of glass of water. That is for how long the water evaporated from the glass. So it takes 66 days and about 48 hours we lost. Well, probably here. Well, drop a max. Toys didn't fit in one bucket anymore, although I think you remember that initially one bucket with toys had been filled halfway. They grew up in size quite well.
Just look at how dirty the water is. Just a minute ago it was still crystal clear. Apparently all the dirt has settled at the bottom and Andre has stirred out the whole aquarium and raised all this dirt. Look, even the hand is hard to see.
And the last toy is an octopus. Like this, initially there was half a bucket of toys. But you know, almost 2 buckets. Not bad, right? Yeah? Well, okay, are you ready to find out how much water 1,000 toys absorbed? Right now, you can write in the comments before I show you this. 10 liters of water. 1,000 toys soaked up 10 liters. By the method of simple mathematical calculations, we can assume that 1 toy absorbs about 10 milliliters of water. I don't know if this is a lot or not, but it was really quite interesting, at least to not watch them grow. I can say with confidence that I still haven't figured out how to play with this toy, and for this, I doubt that someone will sit in the bathroom for 2 days in order to wait for it to really grow. And in general, this toy is really inactive for children, for more observant ones. You can fall asleep, wake up, it'll definitely grow way bigger, but in my opinion, it's not particularly interesting. I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, like it. Thank you very much for watching. Bye, everyone.